G'day choppers, Andrew Thaler, Group B for SnowyMonaro. It's Wednesday, Thursday. It's Thursday the 5th of September. And it is check your mail and get your bills day. What's behind PO Box 16? Move. There's a letter. I'm going to read backwards. SnowyMonaro Highway, Nimittabell. Well, there you go. I've just proven that mail turns up to SnowyMonaro Highway, Nimittabell. It's not a, might not be a bill. I'll just sit you down and let's have a look. There's no from, it just says SnowyMonaro Highway, Nimittabell. I can't turn the camera around because I'm using video, and it says, Dear Andrew and Elisa, the good people of Nimittabell stand with you. Please keep going and expose the corruption. Fuck yeah, isn't that cool? It's a bit windy. There it is. Can you see it? I can't see it. There you go. Dear Andrew and Elisa, the good people of Nimittabell stand with you. Please keep going and expose the corruption. There you go. See, when you think it's all doom and gloom and the locals are insane, which they are, turns up in the mail. We've had a lot of phone calls of support too. Just want to let you know. So there you go. I was actually rather wondering if there was some other mail coming in the mail this week. Keep your eye on your mail. Not the Labor brochures or what have you, but something's coming. I'll check back in tomorrow and see. Otherwise, Andrew Thaler, Group B, Team Thaler, hashtag Team Thaler, hashtag Thaler Kalana, Kolana. And as far as tonight, Thursday, 5th of September, there's a Meet the Candidates in Cooma at the Services Club. And so far, all of the Meet the Candidates Residents and Ratepayers Association hosted 3. We did a Cooma, a Bombala and a Jindabyne. And to be honest, nobody turned up, just friends and spouses and what have you, which is fine. Jindabyne put on a bit of an effort to try to make a Meet the Candidates, and they probably had about, 16, 18 candidates and whatever with spouses turn up. So it looked really busy, but no one turned up to the Jindabyne one with Olivier because Olivier was awful and wouldn't let me participate or my group. And then they had questions. And Cindy Chorner from Chris Hanna's Group C for Corruption group asked a question to Mick Newman saying, why doesn't Mick go to the pop-up sessions? It's hardly a community question, Cindy. That's called a Dorothy Dixar. It's called a hit question, which is disgusting that Olivier Kaptanakos played along. And the simple answer, I've talked to Luke about it, but my observation is Luke does go to the pop-ups. And he put this on record in the council meetings that the pop-ups were ridiculous, that the feedback he was getting from the community was that the council didn't make notes of the community pop-up conversations and the feedback they got from the community. I've made those same observations in many videos, and I've attended many pop-ups. Sometimes they do record what you say, and I know Gina McConkey, when she does some of the stuff from council, she writes down notes. But generally they don't. And so therefore, for Cindy Chorner to accuse Luke of not going to a pop-up, how does she know? Because they don't record who goes. They don't record what you say. There's no record. So that's dumb, Cindy. And what Olivier Kaptanakos did at his Meet the Candidates was insult the maturity and the adultness of the candidates, who are all obviously over 18. They're all adults. And he said, oh, we're all going to behave. Variously, he said things like, we're all going to behave. And he made a point in his invitation email saying that if anyone's feeling overwhelmed, they will stop proceedings and provide emotional support or some shit. Like what? A box of Kleenex, Ollie? You're a wanker, mate. You're setting up against a boogeyman, a false premise, trying to make it that it's going to be ugly or horrible. What it was a farce. What it was a complete farce. Oh, Andrew, you got no support on the Monaro. I got plenty of support. Because Ollie started the night and said, oh, well, everyone will behave here, and I think we'll start with the experts. And I shit you not, he handed the microphone to John Rooney. And John Rooney gave his opening speech, blah, 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 just a load of shit. And then he says, I don't support a forensic audit. It could cost up to $2 million. And when I was mayor, we found that $20,000 had gone missing, and we sacked the guy, and we couldn't get it back because it was too hard to get the money back. Well, if you had a small look and you found 20,000 had gone missing, imagine what you might find if there was a proper audit done, John Rooney. So by your own logic, everyone can see why I actually call you John Looney with an L. Because that is just loony. That is loopy. That is a complete lack of logic by a loony man. So you found evidence of fraud, but you didn't do anything about it. So tonight, to meet the candidates in Cooma is going to be really interesting and probably a bit stupid, because the MC tonight is Angela Ingram, who's a former councillor, works in the health system, friends with Bronnie Taylor and Narelle Davis, of course. That's who the MC is, and so probably complete lack of objective reality. I am curious if they're going to try and pull any stunts and say you're not allowed in, because remember the ex-services clubs tried to ban me in the past and that was unlawful. I challenged it and they had to remove the ban, and we shook hands and became friends again. So I don't need to have a bone to pick with the club. But if your meeting tonight is stacked and one-sided like the Jindabyne one was, the real candidates won't stand for it. So Luke will be there, James will be there, Reuben, Chris Chan, they're all going to be there. I might go. Don't know. See how I feel. 6 o'clock, Services Club, or ex-Services Club, Cooma. Don't know what else to say, really. We're nearly there, people. We're nearly there. September 14 isn't far away. And then you could all breathe a sigh of relief and say bon voyage to the terrible council and look forward to a new council that puts you first. Rates will go down. Special rate variation will be cancelled. I'm probably going to be able to organise a big refund for your water and sewer bills for the fraudulent accounting and the fraudulent system that this council has embraced. You can still hear it. I'm just up the road. We're going to keep the mobile library van on the road and keep Sue in her job. It's a handy service for all our kids in schools. Very, very simple things. We're getting control of spending. We no longer accept stupid underfunded grants. And we keep the roads maintained. That's what we do. And we do an audit. Because when Hannah promised change, he lied. And you know why Hannah doesn't want an audit? Because you'll know then how much money he makes off the council, because he's sole supplier for the safety equipment through his hip pocket business. Well, Chris, I guess you're going to find out the hard way that cheating never wins. Got my word on that. Andrew Thaler, Team B. 6 p.m, Cooma Services Club. And thank you. We are stronger together. We are always stronger together. And whilst you might ban me from your premise, I'm going to still visit through your phone because you can't help but watch. Ha ha!